Go over here a ways, but I don't. We're doing this for the sake of due diligence, but I don't necessarily expect to find anything. I might even cut the segment in a bit if I don't find anything and focus on navigation. As this damn thing, there's too many things here trying to trip me, and the knee doesn't need the help. I don't intend to whine, but it is a little stiff at the moment. But okay, so this is all looking dry too, and some of you might think these are stick structures. It's deadfall. I'm sorry, but it is. And go over this way a ways. Down by the river where it's muddier to see. The river, stream, creek, whatever. And got some mud right here we can check though. What do we got? Okay, so hello. Let me give it better light. And two things. Let me and thoughts, not sure. I'm going to take a picture of that. That is, not to disappoint, it could be a couple of things. But I am going to take a break for a quick minute so I can take a picture or two of this. Towards our next destination. And actually made out better than we did. We have some pictures to probably add to the video of not definite tracks, but right in a given area, almost in a trackway. Again, being soft mud and that area always being wet, it's really hard to tell age, but probably 5 or 6 tracks, all the same relative uniform size and shape. Not especially big, leading me to believe it's probably not number 3, so actually almost the size of the one of the 3. Probably the little bit bigger than mine, so probably the male. If it isn't the male, then I don't know, hello, number 4. Actually it'd be number 5, because number 4 was seen in 2012, and his tracks would be huge if he was still in the neighborhood. Indicators are that he's not. I got a glimpse of him back then, and he was not tiny, to say the least. Anyway, enough about that. Basically just covering our bases. The knee's feeling better. I figure if I walk on it along today, it'll more or less work itself out as much as it's gonna. Beyond that, we, like I said, 5 or 6 tracks. I'll have to go and count them. It was at least 5, might be 6, but interesting nonetheless. Interesting find. And then the 2 along this stretch, so not wasted time. How are we doing on battery life? Pretty good, actually. Keep forgetting this camera's got like 2 hours of battery life. So we're going to move on. We're going to head gradually south now. And I have 2 areas, and I told you there's a flyover of an area I haven't been to before. I'm going to get the aerial version of it first. And then most likely we're going to go by the 5 bogs on the way going south and do a heartbeat there and see if anything is going on. Which again is luck of the draw. I actually found some tracks in here. Maybe I'll come back here again, do a comparison. I'll just have to remember where I walked in the mud too, because I left some. You can't not leave any of your own. That's kind of just how that is. So, how am I going to navigate this beast? probably the hard way. Like that, apparently. Alright, so as I said, some parts of this trail are fairly overgrown. C'est la vie. But it's never happened so far, but it'd be real easy to walk up on a bear point blank range in here. Knock on wood. Back home in local vigilance, it has happened. And with luck, the bear ran off. But in fact, I've never really had an aggressive bear encounter. Most of the times I've run into bears, which in the last 6-7 years has been about as many times. I have video of the one who didn't care. The rest of them basically ran away or walked off. So here I am going to turn off the camera real quick. We'll give you a nice view of the pond. Then I'm going to kind of concentrate because this is where I kind of messed up my knee. So I'm going to focus on that. Then we're going to make our way back to the car and head south. We're back, and what we're looking at right here, if my camera will do what I want it to, a couple of bedding areas down in here, or walkways of various large animals in the tall grass. Mainly going that way and through here. And what that is probably a moose. So what I'm doing, I'm in the Five Bogs area at this point, if you haven't figured that out. Actually, I don't know why you would, but in driving a couple miles to get to where I am now, I noticed getting out of the car, my knee was starting to stiffen up, and I wanted to get some miles on it. Walk it off a little bit, so to speak, before wrapping things up. So I'm here doing a heartbeat in the Five Bogs. It seems quiet today. And I'm actually interested in the fact that I found what looks like a trackway in there. And possible trackway. I don't want to oversell it because I'm going to wait till I get home and I have a chance to actually look under more controlled conditions and not so much on the fly what the potential tracks look like. I'm encouraged because they are all basically looking like the same basic shape and size, and they kind of follow a stride pattern to a point. So do have some skepticism for a couple reasons. It looks like there's missing a couple of steps where I thought there should be, but given that I found two roughly the same size on the way in and a bunch on the way along the way, actually, well, poking around in there, it's encouraging, but I got to have a closer look. But that's a quick wrap up. We're going to go into one area in here where I found tracks in the past, or potential tracks, and check up on that rather. And that was my day's agenda. Anything that happens between now and then that was unexpected will be a bonus. But I'll end this segment here, just a quick wrap up, and we'll pick up when we get to the location I'm thinking of. Okay, we are en route, not a long way in, but we've been here before. We're going to take a look and try to see if there's any tracks in a particular area where I know animals bed down, and it's a little bit of a game trail too. So we're going to have a look and step over this big old log that I probably would have gone around if I had planned this out differently before, but I didn't. So we'll kind of thrash our way through here as best we can and have a look right over here. And you never know, so far we've had some good luck today. And I still hold to the belief that you always have good luck when you don't expect to. But if this area is going to prove quiet and the other area isn't, then maybe it needs more love. But let's see what we got. Get out into this area, and actually it's kind of over here, I'm thinking, if it's not all overgrown. If it's overgrown, it's overgrown though. And I'm seeing signs of Bambi tracks. Yeah, Bambi tracks. And pretty purple flowers, but basically just deer sign. And I did a flyover of the meadow yonder and the stream and pond, and that was all quiet too, except for that grasshopper who thinks he's hiding on me. That's an indent that could be anything. Yeah, hold on. Deer tracks. All right. I guess I don't know if I'll use this segment or not. Did a look for some due diligence while I was in the neighborhood, but if there's nothing here, there's nothing here. And I'll walk the perimeter as I kind of head towards the door, but let's see. Sign of a couple of things walking through here, but so far, like I said, just Bambi sign. Walk up to the little stream. Yeah, it's all Bambi. Deer tracks. All right, we are going to end a very short segment then, because there's not really anything to show. If anything happens between here and the end, we'll come back, but I guess that's going to be it for today. We hope you enjoy what you've seen, and as much as I hate to say this, I'll throw it out there once or twice. Towards the channel on YouTube, like and subscribe if you like. If you don't, that's cool too, but doesn't hurt to ask. So have a good one.